Kejelcha, he's the young man who's on fire at the moment. And what a surprise he's turned out to be. Just 17 years old, winner in Eugene last week over 5,000 metres. Gebremeskel, of course, a very well-known Gebremeskel and so experienced, Olympic silver medalist behind Mo Farah in London. Jesus Hispana, in the twilight of his career now, 36 years old. The Spaniard who won the European Championships back in 2006, beat Mo Farah. It was about the last time Mo Farah was beaten by a European. I can tell you that the race includes 5 of them in Eugene. Well, 20 starters. It is a big field. There are 2 pacemakers. Ismail Kumbic is due to take them out for the first kilometre in, wait for it, 2:32. Well, that's just about world record tempo. But they are going to settle down, we understand, if he can do his job, with Jeffrey Barusai taking over and going through 2,000 in 5:07 and 3,000 in 7:44, which is about 12:52 pace. So they are looking for something well under 13 minutes here tonight, and it's well set up for it too in these conditions with pacemakers. And this is a worryingly familiar scenario from all the races we've seen so far this summer in the 3 Diamond Leagues prior to tonight and in other meetings. The athletes failing to go with the pacemakers, though as I say that, there's a little bit more of a taker there in the figure of Tanui. He slots into 3rd place, and it's good that he's just squeezed into that gap, Paul Tanui. He's a World Championship bronze medalist from Moscow, based in Japan. That means he'll be well drilled into what he needs to achieve from each race. Tanui, that's him in the orange.
I'll tell you what, Tim, this early pace that 2:32 requested for that first 1,000, which is 61, just under 61 seconds a lap. And I mean, it certainly has done the job. They're spreading out, but it looks as though they're just settling down a little bit more, and the pacemakers will become a little bit more useful. Certainly the race still to emerge, of course. Once we get through that first kilometre, we'll see exactly what the tenor of the race becomes, and whether or not a young man called Yomif Kejelcha of Ethiopia. He's only 17. Mentioned him at the start. He's got a best of 13:10. He won the race in Eugene in that 13:10:34, 54. Just wonder if he's got the ability to go with the caliber of this field. There's Kaya there, Ayelev, Lalang, all of those athletes just sitting in, and nothing much happening at the moment to Tim.
They go through 4 laps almost exactly on schedule there, and 4:08, so they've done a really good job, these pacemakers, so far. In 3rd place there, the man who is going to finish the race, the leader in effect of those who will finish the race, is Tanui. Ali Kaya has worked very hard, the Turk there, to move up to 4th place, to bridge that gap over the last 400 metres. They went through 1 kilometre in 2:34, so a little bit outside what was planned, but they have picked it up well since then. They come down below us with 8 laps to run, and these 4, well, there's a gap of about 15 metres behind Ali Kaya, as you can see, and nobody really seems too bothered about bridging that gap, and it is a growing gap too, I have to say. Well, I'll tell you what, they are tanking along. They've gone through 2,000 in 5:08.8, so they're on schedule for about 7:43 at 3,000 metres. If they were running 62s, in other words 5:10 at 2,000, they'd be on 7:45 pace for 3,000. Barusai doing a great job here. Tanui in 2nd place, Kaya in 3rd. Merger is up there as well, and just behind Longasiwa, and some big names, Lawi Lalang there. They've just gone through 3,000 in this 5,000 metres in 7:46.8. Tanui it is at the front now. Kaya in 2nd place. Edris has made a big move over the last 400 metres up into 3rd place. But as you can see, we've got a pack of 9 men now, and Kejelcha is there, the tallest of them all, the youngest of them all, by several years, if we're to believe his age. I mean, it is extraordinary, because you look at the fella, and he certainly doesn't look 17, but he is, we understand, and he's in supreme form. And frankly, I was looking as he came down the home straight a lap ago, and he looked like he was jogging. It was a slowish lap, about a 64, but it's Tanui from Edris, from Mergia. He's going strongly at the moment. Then Kejelcha almost looks like he's hovering there in 4th place, just biding his time. FIFA, by the way, you'll be interested to know about his progress. He's up there as well, the Moroccan, in 6th place as they go through with 4 laps to run. And it has slowed, there's no doubt about it. That's a shame. 10:26 at 4,000 metres. That was by far the slowest kilometre of the race, outside 2:40 for this pack, which has gathered now, and it's 10 strong. And as they come down the home straight, it's still Tanui there, doing the leading, determined to stay out in front. Gebriwet and Gebremeskel are there. Kejelcha on the outside, Edris on the inside. Alfred FIFA as they go through with 800 to go. Just a click outside, 11 minutes. How quickly will they cover this last 800 metres? Mergir's there as well. It's going to be a sprinter's race. By the way, Ilyas FIFA, the 26-year-old Moroccan, who I've never heard of before, in about 6th place there, came into this race with a personal best of 7:49, and he's gone through 3,000, for 3,000 that is, and he's gone through 3,000 tonight in about 7:47, so he's setting personal bests en route. Nobody yet, though, has really hit the floor, have they, with their foot? Nobody's really put the hammer down and gone hard for this one from a long way up, but Tanui winding it up nicely at the moment, just doing enough to stay out in front. Able to respond from there. If you're boxed or towards the back of that field and somebody kicks in hard, you could be in trouble. You give them 5 or 10 yards before you can really react yourself. Longer see where it is on the inside, beside Gebriwet. Kejelcha looking so comfortable there on the outside. But they come towards the bell now in this 5,000 metres. Tanui still leading. The winner in the 5,000 metres in that distance running cathedral of Eugene last week, Kejelcha in 2nd place now. And they kick hard there. And away they go, and it's Gebriwet from Kejelcha. The pack beginning to break up straight away. And Tanui struggling to go with them. Koech is there too. Down the back straight. It's still anybody's race. Kejelcha, look how relaxed he looks. The tall, thin fella hits the front for the first time with 200 metres to run. Longer see where it is in 3rd place. Mergir is there as well too. He kicks hard. And Tanui's coming back at them. Oh my word, it's anybody's race off the final end. Kejelcha from Gebriwet. Mergir. And down the home straight is Kejelcha again. Gets the meter. A little glance over his shoulder. And Tanui coming through like a train in the orange. It's Kejelcha from Gebriwet. And Tanui grabs 2nd place, but Kejelcha takes it there. Boy, oh boy, the final lap, 54.55. And it is the quickest time in the world this year. 12:58.39. They clawed back some respectability to the actual time on the clock. Although we shouldn't get too infatuated with the times they run in these middle distance races. It's fascinating to see the different acts of each race unfold. But that is some run from young Yomif Kejelcha. My only fear for him, Stuart, is that he's 17 years old. He's having the time of his life, running incredibly well in Doha and then in Eugene and then here tonight with jet lag in his legs. He's looked supreme running 12:58. But you know, those World Championships are months away, literally.
Yeah, they are, and you have to say there's a young man who's experienced beyond his years, really. He ran that absolutely beautifully. He looked relaxed all the way through.